midway through the second quarter Saturday night, Michigan State had a chance to pull within 7 points against Notre Dame. Running back L.J. Scott was heading into the end zone for a 15-yard touchdown but was stripped of the ball at the goal line by cornerback Shaun Crawford, who recovered it for a touchback. It was a turning point in the game as Michigan State was a foot away from pulling within one score. Less than 2 minutes later, the Fighting Irish took a 21-point lead en route to a 38-18 win at Spartan Stadium. Ball security remains a primary concern for Michigan State, which is -6 in turnover differential and tied for 125th in the nation out of 129 teams. It was also Scott's third fumble of the season and second at the goal line, following one in the season-opening win against Bowling Green. Following Saturday's game, Michigan State coach Mark Dantonio said turnovers need to be cleaned up, but he didn't fault effort plays. After watching film, Dantonio defended Scott's fumble. LJ covered the ball up crossing the goal line, Dantonio said Sunday night during a conference call with reporters. You've got to find the inches.It. It's as simple as the wide receiver, Darrell Stewart Jr. On the jet motion, carry out the fake or run a wheel route or block, Crawford doesn't come in and make the tackle. It's as simple as that, because he's got the ball covered up. He's got the ball tight and it's covered up with the other hand, but Crawford makes a great play. Through the first 2 games of the season, Michigan State ranked 15th in the nation in rushing at 255.5 yards per game and finished with 32 carries for 151 yards against Notre Dame. Scott's fumble derailed a strong start and he finished with 11 carries for 61 yards, while Gerald, Holmes and Madre London combined for 10 rushes for just 32 yards. As far as running the football, it's sort of intertwined between the offensive line. You've got to block as wide receivers, you got to come in and crack blocks sometimes or dig people out. You also have your tight ends involved, or an fullback, or 2 tight ends, but there's a lot of other people involved in this and you have moving fronts at times, Dantonio said. They're going to put more people in the center box on scheme sometimes. Notre Dame did a good job. Michigan State features a young offensive line anchored around senior center Brian Allen. The Spartans rotated again up front as redshirt freshman starter Luke Campbell played both tackle spots and true freshman Jordan Reed and Kevin Jarvis subbed in at tackle and guard, respectively. Dantonio was impressed with his freshmen but said Michigan State has to improve all around in the ground game. It's tough to run the ball at times and I think that what we've got to be able to do is get our tailbacks clean into the secondary a little bit more, he said. That may be on them, that may be on play selection sometimes, that may be on execution sometimes because it's all interwoven and involved. The more capable you are running the football, the better passing lanes is going to open up. Notre Dame entered Saturday's game 5th in the nation in rushing at 330.7 yards per game. The Fighting Irish were balanced defensively in East Lansing and finished with 182 yards on the ground, but both quarterback Brandon Wimbush and running back Josh Adams averaged more than 6 yards per carry behind a veteran offensive line. I thought there were too many creases. I thought we got outflanked a couple times. We didn't tackle as well as we had, Dantonio said. Credit Notre Dame. I think you got to give a lot of credit to Notre Dame and how they came in and played the football game. No turnovers, the quarterback escaped a couple times and we've got to be able to control him. I thought Adams ran well and Williams ran well, and although they didn't have a ton of yards rushing the football, I thought they ran the football pretty well. They created situations where they moved the football. We got turned a little bit in this game as opposed to playing it square and we lost gap integrity.